In this video, I want to talk about Bilt rent day transfer bonuses. February 1st is the last rent day before the new Bilt 2.0 cards go live. Then we have Chase changing some bonus rules on its Sapphire cards, and this time it's actually for the better. We also have a new bonus on the Chase Sapphire Reserve business card, and probably your last chance to pick up the 100,000 point bonus on the Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Summit Visa Infinite card. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe, but let's get into it. And this video is brought to you by Silo, but more on that later. All right, so February 1st is Bilt Rent Day. Now, very quickly, Bilt is the very popular neighborhood rewards program where you can get 3 extra points per dollar dining in their restaurants. You can pay rent and mortgages and earn points, and also earn extra points at Walgreens. And they have their new Bilt 2.0 cards coming out, which allow you to pay rent and mortgages without a fee. If you're interested in Bilt, you can sign up with my link down below. I especially recommend the dining program. Just don't forget to link a card so that you can earn points. Now, every first of the month, Bilt does their so-called rent day, where you earn double points if you have the Bilt credit cards. But also for all Bilt members, whether you have their credit cards or you just use the dining program or other parts of Bilt, you can get a transfer bonus when you transfer your points out to certain partners. And we now know which partner the transfer bonus will apply to this rent day, and that is Accor Hotels. Now, Accor is from Europe. It includes brands like Sofitel, but also many high-end brands like Fairmont. And many of these hotels do exist in the US as well. I stayed at the Fairmont Orchid in Hawaii, for example, and it was an amazing stay. Now, points usually transfer to Accor at a 3-to-2 ratio. So 3,000 Bilt points equals 2,000 Accor points. But Accor points do have a fixed value of 2.38 cents each. Actually, it's 2 euro cents each. As you can see here, 1,000 points equals 20 euros, but that works out at 2.38 US cents per point. So just because the transfer ratio isn't 1-to-1 doesn't mean that it's a bad deal. That means that you get 1.58 cents in value for the Bilt points that you transfer over, guaranteed, since it's a fixed rate, okay? It's not the highest rate, but it's above 1 cent per point, which is respectable, and it is guaranteed, which is always a bonus. But we now have a rent day bonus coming up. So let's look at the different bonus rates for the different tiers of Bilt membership. All right, so here are the bonus tiers. For Blue members, you get a 25% transfer bonus. So that works out at 6-to-5 ratio, okay? A little bit better than 3-to-2. For Silver members, it's a 50% bonus. So this actually gives you 1-to-1, which is the same as you typically expect with other transfer partners. But like we said, the points are quite valuable, so this is actually pretty good. For Gold, it's a 75% bonus, and thus it gets you a 6-to-7 ratio. So you're now getting a larger number of Accor points than Bilt points you're exchanging. And then for Platinum, it's a 100% bonus. So that is a 3-to-4 ratio. And actually, Bilt members can now exchange Bilt cash to move up one rung of the ladder on bonuses, so get a 25% extra bonus. And it's $75 in Bilt cash if anyone's actually built up that much Bilt cash yet. I don't know how you would have done, but maybe you have. And so Platinum members, what do? Because they're already, the highest level. Well, if they exchange $75 worth of Bilt cash, they can actually get an additional 25% to take them to 125% bonus. So those are the levels of bonuses that you can get if you transfer points over on February 1st. For 1 day only. Remember to consider whether you have a use for Accor points. It's best to find award bookings that you want to make first and make sure that there's availability before you transfer over in order to avoid disappointment. And of course, you also get double points on February 1st as well if you have the Bilt credit card. All right, guys, let's move on to talking about new bonus rules on the Chase Sapphire cards. But first, earning 10 business class tickets to Europe just got a whole lot easier. If you want to earn millions of points, you need to keep listening. Silo Markets is the easiest way to earn points. If Bilt made rent earn points, Silo makes your investment portfolio earn points. Hands off, automatic, and often worth far more than any traditional rewards program. Silo works like any brokerage, supporting stocks, bonds, and ETFs, but but for every dollar you invest, you earn 1 point per year, and you can simply transfer your existing portfolio to start earning points immediately. And right now, Silo has extended its limited time 300,000 point launch bonus until the end of the month, and those points go far. Just by transferring your existing portfolio, you can earn up to 800,000 points in the first year. Silo points redeem for 1 cent per point today, so that's $8,000. But Silo's team is working on adding major transfer partners like Air Canada, KLM, and Emirates by mid-2026, which means you could fly between Europe and the US East Coast in business class 10 times with those points. Now, what about security, you may ask? Silo is in partnership with IBKR, where all assets are custodied. This ensures your assets stay safe, with $5 million in FDIC insurance and $500,000 in SIPC coverage. Silo is the simplest, most effortless way to earn a massive amount of points by investing exactly like you already do. They've extended their 300,000 points launch bonus, and it's only available this month. So sign up today with the link down below to lock that in and start earning points on your investments. All right, so Chase has relaxed the rules around bonuses on its Sapphire card. So you may remember last year, Chase got rid of the one Sapphire rule, which then allowed cardholders to hold both the Sapphire Preferred and the Sapphire Reserve at the same time. But then they got rid of the 48-month rule around welcome bonuses, replacing it with Amex-style so-called lifetime language, meaning that if you've had a welcome bonus on a Sapphire card in this lifetime, you cannot get a bonus on another Sapphire card until you reincarnate, grow to 18 years old, build your credit score, and apply again. But now another change has taken place. Check this out from Reddit. Starting January 22nd, you'll be able to earn 1 bonus per Sapphire card as long as you've never earned a bonus on that card previously, whether or not you currently hold a Sapphire card in your wallet. So if you currently hold the Chase Sapphire Preferred and earn the bonus on it, you can now add the Chase Sapphire Reserve and earn its bonus as well, as long as you haven't previously earned the bonus on the Sapphire Reserve. Well, that's a statement from Chase, copy and pasted into a Reddit post. So what has happened is that the once-in-a-lifetime rule now applies to each Sapphire card separately, okay? It's not across the board. So you can actually hold both and get the bonuses on both as long as you've never had the bonus on each card before. The guy who made this post actually tested it out himself. I decided to take my shot with applying for a CSR, Chase Sapphire Reserve, this morning without downgrading my CSP. Chase Sapphire Preferred. I've had a CSP since early mid-2022. However, I have never had a CSR. I removed my security freezes at all 3 bureaus, that's his credit bureaus, and applied for / was approved for a CSR with a $30,000 credit limit. $155,000 income, 790 to 800 credit scores, without any pop-up disclosure regarding being ineligible for the 125,000 point sign-up bonus. I did try to see if I was eligible for the 175 sign-up bonus, but no go. I called the Sapphire Reserve line, and they're expediting my card to me for free for delivery in 1 to 2 days. He then goes on to say, update as of January 23rd, 2026, bonus tracker for 125,000 points after spending $6,000 in 3 months is live on my account. So you can see that this deal is now live. You can now get 2 Sapphire cards and get the bonuses on both. All right, so speaking of bonuses, let's now actually finish off the video by looking at some high welcome bonuses that you can get right now. So first up, we have the new bonus on the Chase Sapphire Reserve Business. Now this card launched in summer 2025 with a 200,000 point welcome bonus for spending $30,000 in 6 months. Now it was actually leaked out that the launch bonus was ending in a Chase memo to bankers that somebody put online. And the memo also contained info on what the new bonus would be. Well, that new bonus is now live, so let's actually check it out from Chase's website. So this card is now offering 150,000 points as a welcome bonus, and you might think that that's less than it used to be, okay? Why is this news? Well, that is because the spend requirement has been brought down as well, from 30,000 down to 20,000. But we are approaching tax time right now, so if you do have a big tax bill to pay, using the Sapphire Reserve Business to pay it, even if you're going to have to pay an almost 2% fee, is going to pay off when you're getting a 150,000 point bonus. The fee on $20,000 would be $350 if you pay through pay1040.com. And then if you value Chase points at 2 cents per point, that's going to be $3,000 in value for the bonus. So minus the fee, you're still going to be making $2,650. So anyway, some food for thought there for people that run businesses and have a big tax bill. All right, let's move on to one more credit card bonus. Okay, so the new Atmos Rewards Summit Visa Infinite card, which is one of the new credit cards from the merged Loyalty Alaska and Hawaiian Airlines loyalty program, launched with a 100,000 mile welcome bonus last year, but this offer has now gone down to 80,000 miles. However, there is one final way that you might be able to still get the 100,000 points offer. So we do have another Reddit poster who found an application link that still shows 100,000 points plus the global 25,000 point companion award for spending $6,000 in 90 days. Now, this was live at the time when I wrote this script. I will paste it into a pinned comment down below so that you can try it out, but obviously there is a chance that it may have been deactivated by the time that you're watching this video. So do try it. Hopefully you can get it. Now, this card is Alaska Airlines premium offering for a $395 annual fee. It gives you 8 Alaska Airlines lounge passes per year, global entry, and a load of other benefits. So if you missed that 100,000 point bonus and wanted to get it, this is probably your final chance. Click the link below to see if it's still active. All right, guys, that is the video for today. Don't forget, if you want to earn that 300,000 point welcome bonus with Silo, click the link in the description down below. That deal only runs until the end of the month, so you have just a few days left to get it. Please subscribe to our channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.